Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Panzer Corps 2, the West Wall DLC, which came out a couple of weeks back. We are in the second mission in this campaign, which I believe is a 14 mission DLC campaign. I doubt we'll play through the whole thing, but the first mission was mostly recon stuff, driving around, trying to get to different cities, take different cities, but then like give them up. This is the first sort of traditional battle, so I wanted to take a look at like what hitting the West Wall looks like in this game. I thought that was a really interesting recon battle, very different from the typical sort of Panzer General-esque style of play. But I still wanted to go ahead and take a look and see what this looks like. So we're going to go ahead and do that today, and we're going to take a look. So border dispute. Sir, as German forces are still pretty battered, we have the opportunity for a lightning attack into the Reich. 5th Corps, meanwhile, has secured Vandien, but the nearby border crossing is blocked by anti-tank obstacles. Dismantling them now would slow us down too much, so we need to find another way. Also, Vandien Airfield is still heavily mined. Clearing the mines to reopen the airfield has top priority, and we need air support for our next moves. But the Siegfried line here is still thinly guarded. To secure a bridgehead over the river, we need to take the village of Wallendorf, directly at the border. Further north, terrain is getting lighter, so you'll rejoin 5th Armored Division, spearheading a determined drive toward Bitburg. Your designated breakthrough area is roughly between Vandien and Wallendorf, so take out bunkers and any other defenses here primarily. Don't waste too much time elsewhere, but liberating villages on the Belgian side surely adds to your prestige. Primary objective, take Wallendorf, clear the breakthrough zone, destroy bunkers, support units, and clear mines. Take 3 more victory hexes, each one awards 300 prestige. Optional, get Vandien Airfield operational, determine, demine, and seize the airfield in 5 turns. This awards 100 prestige and bonus air units. Should the German reserves arrive, they will probably come from the direction of Bitburg. Obviously, fortified border town areas would be held by infantry and support units. But we don't know if there are any mobile armored elements still active here. Even though the Panzer formation suffered heavily in the Falaise pocket, smaller armored elements can still strike pretty hard, so stay alert at all times. We need to get past the border fortifications fast enough before we hit the supply issues or enemy reinforcements arrive in larger numbers. Okay. All right, William Lewis, fearsome reputation. So we got a hero. Ever since we encountered Axis armor in Tunisia, our tank crews have modified their Shermans for more protection using any means available. After D-Day, that trend continued. Some more of the field modifications show up over time. Just check what's in stock regularly if you want to deploy modified tanks. Field armored Shermans are limited equipment. They're a tad more expensive but better protected than unmodified tanks. Combat losses reduce their availability, but objective rewards may grant you more of them. Okay, so I guess there's like special modified tanks. Interesting. So these guys, for example, M4A1 with a field modification. Looks like they got logs on the side maybe to protect their flanks. These guys also did fight in the previous battle, so they did suffer some casualties, which it looks like we've got to repair. Actually, all these units appear to have fought in the previous battle, so the casualties did carry over in this instance. All right, so let's do this. Do we just want to? I need all my troops to have half tracks, so let's upgrade these guys to M3 half tracks. Everybody needs to be on vehicles, frankly. All right, so our objectives are not in the south, nothing down here, nothing to worry about down on that edge of the map. So ultimately we need to take Wallendorf, which is a primary objective, and then Stockkit, Benting, Wiedlin, Mietendorf, those are all objective towns. Bitburg is, I think, a secondary, the circle with the 69th landmine. Can I just destroy the landmines? That's the airfield, right? Yeah. All right. Can we buy an engineer unit to do that? The bridge engineers are there, but like, what about regular engineers? Okay. So let's lead with engineers here. I don't particularly want Stuarts. I'd love to upgrade them. I know they're fast and nimble. They work for a recon use mission, but I'd rather upgrade to something heavier. You can see the limited availability equipment here down on the bottom, the M4A1 field mod. I think this is a 75mm gun with the logs on the side. You've got sandbags in front, logs on the side, and a 76mm gun here. So we're going to go ahead and... Can we not upgrade that? We don't have the cash? Is it because they're light tanks you can't upgrade them? I'm confused. Why can't I upgrade them? Not enough availability, maybe? Huh. Yeah, we'll do the 75mm then, I guess. What if I upgrade these guys? Do they have the option to go to the... No. Okay. Also assign a hero. These guys already have one, so what's this other hero we've got? We've got a recon tank class, or he's already assigned. So we've got a fearsome reputation, William Lewis. Let's do that for our infantry, I guess. I already assigned him to our tanks, whatever. We need to move toward Wallendorf. Better terrain here in the south, so we'll move our armor down here. We'll lead with an armored vehicle or recon vehicle. We've got our anti-tank unit here, the M10 Wolverine. So we're stacking up on this road to go toward Wallendorf with our infantry, with our tanks. Our self-propelled artillery is there as well. So pretty much everybody's deployed. Oh no, they're not. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? All right, infantry here. The bridge engineers were apparently not part of the core force that got carried over. Maybe they got destroyed. I honestly don't recall. Trying to keep everybody north of the river to try to avoid having to cross it. But it does kind of pack us in here. I would like a little more artillery. I've got some deployment units to spare. I don't know what the enemy's going to have in terms of air power. It's kind of like, what's the balance between a fighter that can attack ground units and... Wow, the P-51 is so much better than the P-47C. The P-47D is pretty good. Almost as good as the P-51D. And then the P-38G, not nearly as good in air attack, but better on ground. I think the P-47D is going to be... where we make our accommodation. Let's buy 2 of those. That'll be 10 whatevers. I'm a B-26 fanboy. It's probably not the best, although the B-26F is much better in an air attack role, interestingly enough. It's more expensive, but who cares about that? And then let's do a big boy, a 155 self-propelled. And we've got 25. We're spending 18 so far. I'll add 2 of those 155s. That still leaves me with 2 points, which I could do another recon vehicle. I didn't go with like any infantry. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I didn't. So I have a recon vehicle lead our thrust north toward Vandian, because then we will push east across that river there toward Mietendorf. And then we'll have this armored spearhead push east toward Wallendorf with some infantry. Got our artillery units back here. I may not have enough air power. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to wait maybe until we've got a forward airfield. I don't really know what the Luftwaffe is bringing to the party either. We still have 2,500 prestige, which seems like plenty. So let's go ahead and end this. Start with our first turn, and I think we get to move first. Vandian's on fire. We've got a 5th Corps heavy weapons unit that's not in my direct control, as well as a 76mm anti-tank. Move our engineers up here. I'm assuming they can help clear the mines. I don't really know. So it's a 30 strength unit of mines. So I can like, ooh, we shot once and got rid of one, but we didn't take any damage. I can use artillery on it too, but that seems like a massively inefficient thing to do. More landmines. They sure do love their landmines, huh? Okay. There's field fortifications around here too to be worried about. We're gonna have to cross this bridge here. Having a bridging unit might have been smart, because it, you know, we're very limited in our ability to push east. They did give us an anti-aircraft unit, which makes me think there is a possibility of enemy aircraft. And an anti-tank gun. Similarly, there's got to be enemy armor around, right? Bring that one infantry unit out of Dietrich. Hopefully they don't approach from these southern towns that are, as far as I can tell, occupied. Oh, there's enemy flak. Is it worth trying to take that flak out, maybe? We lose 3 suppression, but we shouldn't lose actual HP. No, all we did was suppress him. We didn't actually hurt him. That's a lot of tank traps out this way to the east. That's why it didn't want me advancing that way. That's okay. We'll move across the river as planned originally. All right, that should do it for this turn. 24 turn battle. Shoot at my aircraft, do some suppression damage. Some artillery hit my lead armored units, but that's about it. All right, can my engineers take care of this? Whoa, good job, field engineers. Hell yeah, brothers. They gained a star and they took the airfield. It'll give us some extra air units, the game says. I bet my engineers can break through these tank traps too. That's got to be like a feature of them. Okay. That would have been nice to have field engineers up this way. Although regular infantry can do it too. All right. Well, let's break down this fortification first. Okay. I'm a little annoyed. I thought we were going to actually overrun it. I don't think my bomber can finish it off. Go after the anti-air again. Great. That did not result in what I was hoping for. Um. Can I destroy this? If I can destroy it, that'll open that roadway up for my armor to move up. Yes! Alright. So now my armor can move forward here, knock out that enemy anti-aircraft. Maybe we'll get an overrun. Nope. Alright, let's move them up here. Take this town on the flank of Wallendorf. What if the enemy will retreat? Apparently not. Oh, there's landmines here? Okay. Landmines everywhere. Dear God. We'll leave this troop back here to deal with the mines in front of Wallendorf and then proceed in the occupation of the town. This guy will move over here because I don't think the enemy will attack them while they're in their vehicles. Okay, let's move these fighters forward to the new airfield. Rebase them. Breakthrough zone 3 out of 10. Alright, we got the optional done. Sir, Vandian Airfield is open for business. It's just a hedge hop from the nearest ALGs, so the first T-bolts are coming in already. A squadron of light Havoc attack birds is also en route. Let's see if the Luftwaffe decides to show up as well. Okay, so does that mean I get more air units? Oh, there's the Thunderbolts I think I get. Okay. So my assumption is these engineers need to move one hex at a time to get across the river. Rangers just wipe enemy. Oh shit. Ambush! Get off your trucks, boys. That was never the plan. If the Luftwaffe does show up, we do have these a couple of anti-air units to help. I'd like to clear out these tank traps. I think that is kind of a secondary objective. Alright, finished off that landmine. Strafe these guys with their fighters. Marauders, can you fly this far? You can't. Alright, so rebase up here. Is that pretty much everybody? Not quite. Alright, we'll encircle that bunker and then hit it from the rear with our tanks. anti-aircraft gun over here. Some artillery too. Gotta be careful not to get too overextended out this way. Recon vehicle, your job is to see, not to fight per se. All right, enemy recon vehicles encircling these infantry on their half tracks. They also attack my anti-air, which is interesting. Does that mean there's an enemy air attack coming? Oh god! Rocket artillery! Enemy infantry is going to try and attack my infantry on the river hex, but we at least had artillery support there. Those air units automatically move forward to the next airbase. That's nice. Okay, there's some air defenses there, but that's fine. Still did some damage to the enemy there. Way overextending that tank unit. Yeah, let's pound these guys with arty and then move the arty forward. All this artillery should make them combat ineffective against my troops as they attack. We didn't destroy the enemy, but we did drive them out of the town. Nice, they surrendered. There we go. Okay. Are these the engineers? Where are the engineers? Really? They can only do the one? Oh no, these are the engineers. Okay, well. Do I need to clear landmines, or like what's the actual... What are the breakthrough zones? Let's use our air power against the enemy flak, at least to suppress it. What is this? A supply dump? What does that do for us? Doesn't look like there's any point in me attacking it, so what does it do for me to... Can we... I should have waited on the infantry there. In any event, we almost had destroyed that. All right. Turn 5 coming up. Enemy armored car. Enemy air power. Twin engine bombers. Our G2 section interrogated some of the prisoners we took. Apparently they were hoping for fresh troops to arrive soon. Okay, so presumably that means the enemy's about to hit us. We'll use our anti-tank gun here to hopefully finish off that bunker. We did. Good job. Yeah, so I gotta take it the game is telling you not to bother with these tank traps and shit because they die so slowly. So when it says clear the breakthrough zones, I'm guessing it means the bunkers on the roadways. That would be my assumption anyway. Or the mines maybe on the roadways. All right, destroy that enemy anti-air unit. Really, it'd be nice to have the overrun capability. Doesn't seem like we get that a whole lot in this game. What is the significance of a supply depot? Like, why is it there? Obviously, I know what a supply depot does. I just mean in game terms. And destroy that enemy artillery piece. Got it. Damage this recon vehicle that they attempted to repair. Finish off this one, the SDKFZ, hopefully. Got it. Should have tried shooting down their air power right away. We at least damaged it. Got another one out here. We could maybe try and finish it off. Not quite. Enemy 410. I see those in Gary Grigsby's Bombing the Reich every now and then, and I'm always like, I don't know what that plane looks like. I do recognize it a little bit though. All right, that supply dump is gone, sir. The ammo store went off. It's a miracle nobody was seriously wounded. Okay. Well, the depot blew up, but we took Stockton. We've taken Wollendorf. So 3 more victory hexes and then clear the breakthrough zones. Okay. I'm guessing just the mines on the roadways probably is what would count. Oh, they might be flanking us. Enemy fresh troops appear to be showing up on the left. Or north and moving left. Get rid of that. Yep. Taking out that minefield was a breakthrough zone. So there's at least a Panzer IV up here. Okay. Take out that enemy armored vehicle and then move the anti-armor west. The infantry to take out this bunker. So we're putting a blocking force with whatever might be coming up here in the north. Taking out that bunker also counts as clearing a breakthrough zone, I guess. Move our artillery up here so it can support against this armor. Okay. We're going to spend this turn reinforcing our lead elements. Okay. Let's go bomb those guys. Okay, we've got 2 more objectives out here in our way. We'll take out some of those anti-tank units maybe. Reinforce those air units. Alright. There's the 410 again, hitting our lead armored units. Didn't really do much damage. Flak. Does some suppression. Ooh, a 109. Alright, we actually still got the better of the encounter. Some self-propelled artillery. There's a Panther. And a Stug. Alright, well, heavy enemy armored counterattack coming from the north. Glad I spent that last turn reinforcing my boys. Let's go ahead and suppress these guys. My anti-tank artillery is way out of the way. Move them up this way. Oops. I guess any bunker counts as by the looks of it, any bunker counts as a breakthrough obstacle. Let's get this 109. Then we can get the 410. Down it goes. Take that, Luftwaffe. You should have stayed home. Our flak can go for it too. This is where I would have rather had those 76mm Shermans. Okay. Huh. Okay. Drove the Panther back. Love taking those kind of casualties against an enemy unit, but Three to nothing. God damn it. That was not a good result. All right. Let's see what this next turn has in store. Enemy units moving on Stockton from the east. Hopefully it's not another enemy thrust. That northern thrust pulled my troops away from the true axis of our advance. These Shermans are getting crunched. All right, anti-tank guns, do your thing, right? I guess hit them with artillery first, maybe? Then air power. And drove that self-propelled gun back. Now my 47s can hit him. Nearly destroyed him. There you go, boys. Wiped him out. Took the objective, too. Can you force him to surrender? right. Do I not have reinforcements for that? Oh, because they're not. Because they're using the modified equipment. That's right. Tried to move those Panthers. Recon seems to give you a perk when you have an air attack, which is, I think, a nice little trait I like. Kind of makes sense, right? You got basically FOBs out there. Not FOBs, but forward observers. Got a couple units that are cut off, which I don't feel super great about. More troops coming across the river to the east. Good thing I moved my anti-air unit down there to act as a blocking force. At least to slow them up until I can hopefully finish off what's to the north here. Please don't destroy my anti-tank gun. Please don't destroy my anti-tank gun. Good job retreating, sirs. I need to take one more objective. This is part of the problem. We're going to lose that infantry. 102nd. No, they're going to survive for now. Both objectives are being threatened from the south. .105's pointed to the ground. No, there goes the anti-tank and an overrun. They can attack again. God damn it. We're in some trouble. We need to take one more objective. I'm not really anywhere close. Can I just switch your unit type? I don't understand that. Why can't I? Okay. So I lost the anti-tank unit. I can build another though. We can rebuild him better than he was before. I'd prefer a Hellcat. That would be better, but I don't have the slots for it. Damn, he's got to start all the way at the back of the map. I should have just reconstituted the troop that had been damaged. What's better versus the Panther? Let's shoot down that enemy aircraft. Nice, got an overrun. Can move forward here and attack again. No! Heavy infantry. Hell yeah, brother. Take that, Panthers in the woods. Eat it. Alright, so we destroyed 2 armored units in the north here. They still have this 1 Panther. That's a problem. And then I can't reinforce with any of these guys where they are at right now. Is it better trying to withdraw him? Can he swap? Like, that's what I don't know. Can he swap out other stuff at another location? $3-8. Maybe we'll get him to surrender. Oh. Okay. So they can't, unless they drive this anti-aircraft unit back, they can't really advance yet. Keep using our infantry on the southern road as a blocking force. I really just want to buy new shit for them. I don't need the modified stuff. Just give me a new unit. Let me buy something new. I can't even disband them. Okay. Enemy artillery, some infantry. Oh, I didn't realize that. I forgot about those 2 troops up there and got them killed because I was not being observant. Let's buy them back. We can, I think we can do that. If we go to the lost units, 102nd Cavalry. Can I not bring them back? Huh. Weird. Okay, we gotta take this other town. Anti-tank support, I guess. Okay. Keep blocking in the south. Push as best you can in the north. Reinforce with elite units everywhere, pretty much. Please go finish off that infantry unit. Nope. All right, can you finish him off now? Got him. I just can't quite reach the damn troops that are dug in with my air power, or not dug in, but that are counterattacking. So in that end, I'll go to that end. I'll go ahead and reinforce. End the turn, and maybe we'll finish it. If not next turn, the turn after, perhaps. My hope had been to use that infantry to attack the troops in Bettingen because they do better against enemy infantry. But that recon card just tore the heart out of those boys. No, we lost one of the objectives back to the Germans. God damn it. My heavy infantry is damn good, though. That's one takeaway from this whole thing. Swapped out the recon car for infantry there. Going for my jeeps. Panthers in the south. I guess the lesson here is just... Oh, I forgot my new armor. The lesson here is you have to stay fucking strong. Like, from the start. Or not stay strong, but you've got to... Oh my god. You have to... They just keep getting stronger. Alright, so we got to retake one objective, take another. I think I'm going to lose here. I keep getting sidetracked by shiny objects. Alright, at least we immediately retook that objective. Yeah, like I need to destroy that. Can any of these guys get on trains? No. What is this? Dead Panther, Panther 4, and that's a Panther A. Problem is here, I don't have anyone who can actually attack directly. Like next turn, sure. But by then it'll be too late because they'll retake Stockton. They're in the woods. Why can you not get a better odd than that? Okay, those guys can't get to Wallendorf yet this turn. They could get to Stockton, though. Probably get that priest destroyed. And that tank up here. Let's buy some new shit. Hellcat time. But I didn't buy it last turn. Nebewerf is in the south. We gotta attack that priest. Infantry. Overrun the jeep. And circle the troops over here to the right. No, they're gonna go for the priest. Okay. Well, at least it didn't surrender and didn't get an overrun yet. And they're going to go for the anti-air here. Not attack the actual objective directly. There goes the priest. Go ahead and pull back and take that objective to the north. You may have just saved me this frickin' turn. Unless the enemy gets to move again before the game is, you know, wrapped, which is certainly possible. We win! Haha! This could have been a rude awakening for us, but you kept the Panzers in check. G2 confirmed that the Germans managed to bring in one of their new Volksgrenadier divisions to hold the Siegfried line in this sector. German opposition may increase now steadily while our supply lines are stretched, so we have some tough days ahead. The U.S. advance toward Bitburg made a promising start despite heavy fighting at Wallendorf, and a bridgehead was established soon. And U.S. armor began to rumble forward, but beyond their border things were changing. Battle groups from the 2nd Panzer and Panzer Lehr divisions arrived, launched several heavy counterattacks, and the arrival of fresh 19th Volksgrenadier Division complicated the situation further. In the end, the drive toward Bitburg was called off, and the increasing enemy activity threw U.S. forces back into defense at the Wallendorf bridgehead. Well, we pushed past Wallendorf by a decent amount. We're getting pushed back to the bridgehead back here? Anyway, it's a victory. Approaching from the south, U.S. 7th Corps begins to cut off Aachen. That's for another time. We've been going for an hour, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out. Bye-bye.